Oh yeah, Chris here, and today I've got a coffee machine for you. I'm going to do a quick review on it and show you how it works and how to set it up. Now this is Nespresso by Krups, and it's a CitiZ and milk in silver. As you can see, it goes with my battleship grey tiles, going back to the Navy days. Now this one's a silver one. Obviously, as you can see, there are other colours. I believe it's red and cream, should you wish to have a different colour. And the code for this one, should you wish to look it up on AO, is XN760B40. So if you want that silver one, that's the code for it. If you want the silver and cream one, I'm pretty certain it will come up with the on the search as well, so you could just choose your different colours. Now, less of the talking and introductions, and let's get to setting it up and having a look what we've got. Right, so what do you get in the box then? You get your main unit there. You get a piece here. Now that goes at the bottom, it just slides on like that, so it's removable, so you can empty the water that drips out. You got your grate there that's removable. Now that's really nice and heavy, that's metal, that's not plastic, and that just, as soon as I pick that up, it screamed quality. So you can't go by weights on anything, but at least it's not plastic like some things are. So that one there, chop that one on, and then it just slides in like that. There you go, and that's that piece done. Now the next bit, this bit, you've got the little grate there. Now that stand, that acts as a stand for your little espresso cups and things. So you've got them on two levels, so you've got this piece here goes in there. That holds a smaller cup, and then when you want to use a mug, push that one up like that and it stays up, and then you place your mug down on there. Now this isn't just only a stand. This here catches all the old capsules you've used, which I'll show you where you load them in a minute. It catches all them in there, plus at the bottom is a little drip tray. Now you do tend to get a little bit of water in there, so you do need to keep your eye on it, but it makes sure you're not leaking coffee and fluids and water out all over your worktop. So there you go, so that doubles as your stand. It's got a drip tray and it catches the old capsules, so that's good. There you go, and it stays up there, you don't have to mess around with it. Now this here is your water reservoir, and that carries up to 1 litre. Now to put that in, it goes on the rear. You basically take your lid off, it's not clipped on or anything, it just pulls off, you fill it up with water, place that back on, and then you just place it into the hole like that. You've got a little spigot there to locate, which goes into there, so you just put it in like that, push, and that's located. Very, very easy. Now move that around like that again so we can see the other side. Right, now you say, what's that? Now this is a really, really cool bit of kit. Now this is your milk frother, your Aeroccino, and basically with this one you've got a little button there. Now for hot milk you press it like that, quick press, and it starts up and it whirs around and things like that. To get cold frothed milk, you press for 2 seconds and let go. Now when you do the hot one, it will come up red, and then when you hold it down for 2 seconds and let go, it will come up blue, so you know which one you're getting. Inside, I don't know if you can see it, there's 2 levels there. You've got a maximum and another maximum, so you think, well, which one's the maximum then? Now the top one is the cold level. So if you're having cold milk, that's that one. And then the lower one is for the hot milk. So if you're having your hot milk, use the lower one. If you're having cold, use the top one. If you don't, then you could have milk shooting all over the place because it does sort of spin around and all sorts. Now, in there, it's like a Teflon coating. Really, really easy to clean once you put your milk in there, and it's done the job. It doesn't burn on or anything like that. That's quite cool. Now, you notice right at the bottom, you've got a little piece there. Now, this is your frother, that little bit there. Now, it looks a bit strange. You think, how can that do anything? But it does. I'll tell you, it's remarkable. You put that over the little piece there, and it's magnetic. It's held on by magnets. So, look at that. Amazing. That's well good, isn't it? And that just sits there, and that froths your milk up for you. It's really hard to sort of get your head around it, but it does it. It's brilliant. So there's that. And then last thing, last touch, you got your lid. So whenever you're doing it, put your lid on first and then press the button, I'd advise, because it could shoot out the top. Now that one, if you've got a wireless, well, sort of wireless, one of the kettles that you put onto the little pad, now it's got the same sort of thing here, and if you look under there you go, same sort of principle. Stick it on like that, and then when you press the button, the electric gets to it and it starts heating. Right, what else do you get in the box then? You get samples, loads of samples there. I've tried a few of them already. There you go. So you get loads of samples to try, so you're not left without your coffee if you're still waiting for some to turn up. So there's that one. You also get a welcome booklet that gives you like a quick start guide, and it tells you all about their helpline numbers and things like that. It gives you a welcome offer as well. So you can go on to the Nespresso club and you can order all the coffee up and things like that. And it tells you what different kinds they've got. And there you go. All sorts of stuff in there, which is cool. There you go. And right at the back you've got all the like websites and numbers and things like that. So it's got an 0800 number for the UK. So if you are in trouble, that's brilliant. You don't need to pay for it. So there's that one. That's the welcome. And then we've got the instruction manual, and this one, as you'd expect, it's got loads of different languages in there. So I'm pretty certain if you're not good on English, you're going to find a language you can understand in there. Now it's a nice comprehensive sort of guide. It tells you everything you need to know, and there's I think there's a little troubleshooting guide there. So if you do have any troubles, hopefully that should be able to point you in the right direction. Right, now next thing I hear you say, how do you operate it? Right, so what you do, we've already topped the water up, and now what do we do now then? So what you're going to do, we're going to get a capsule, there you go, and you're going to lift the top up like that. Right, you then put the capsule in like that, and then close the lid. Right, so now it's time to switch on. So you've got your plug on there, and now you're wondering, well, hang on, there's nothing going on. What you've got to do now is you've got the on button there and there. Now the right hand side is Lungo, left hand side is Espresso. Now it doesn't matter which one you press to get the machine started. So you just press one of them like that, and you see it starts flashing. Now what it's doing at the minute is warming the water up inside the system, and it takes, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds I think, something like that. There you go, and now you've got a steady green light, and that means we're ready to go. So now you've got a choice, Espresso or Lungo. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you an espresso fast. So what you're going to do, we've got that stand down there dropped, and I'm going to go and get a nice little glass cup so you can see it all sort of going in. Right, now unfortunately I haven't got a really small glass to put there, but I have got a glass one there. So place it down there, and if you want a espresso you press the left, if you want a lungo on the right. Now the espresso is 40 millilitres and the lungo is 110 millilitres. So what I'm going to do, because it's a bigger glass, I'm just going to do the lungo just to show you how it goes. So you just press the button once and away it goes. And you just sit and wait, and then at the minute, if you had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell the coffee. Oh, it's really nice smell, straight away almost. Oh, lovely. This is like having your own coffee shop in your own living room, basically. Well, that was a close one, wasn't it? Right, that's filled it right up to the top, like it's pretty much like a Guinness. If you look at that, absolutely lovely, and it looks so professional. Look at that. Lovely, look at that. Just like you get in a really nice posh coffee shop. So, I'm not an espresso type person. I like my mugs of coffee. So this is what I've been experimenting with since I've had the machine. I'm not into tiny little portions like that. I like mugs. And I like milk. So, what I'm going to do now is show you how I usually do it. Right, there's my mug. It's a big mug, standard size that you find anywhere. So first of all, I need to eject the old cartridge. Now all you do to eject it is lift, and you can hear it dropping down. Now that's dropped into the little cage I showed you earlier. And now to stick another capsule in. Just got to find another Lungo capsule. Locked and loaded. Right, now my strategy, so you get it as warm as you can possibly get it, is I warm my milk before I switch the coffee machine on. So you fill it up to the bottom max mark, which is the maximum for hot. Put the top on. Place it on its little pad there, and then you press once. Right, and now I'll show you what's going on. Do you see in there? That's whizzing around, whisking it up. I'll see if I can take the cover off. And there you go. So it's warming up and it's whizzing around. Lovely. Right, we're going to put the top back on now, and now we're going to start the coffee off. So I'm going to use the Lungo size again. Put the capsule in already, and away we go. Right, I'll stick it back on the tripod. Now the milk does take longer than the actual coffee does to pour, so I always like to start the milk off first. That way you're getting it at its hottest. Right, now you notice that the light's just gone off for the milk. That means that is all done and dusted. And what I like to do, take the top off and pour it in while it's going. And there you go. Now let's have a little look. How about that? That's really good. And then if you really want a little bit of the extra foam, you can keep going with the milk. It drops off. Now you can see like that, and now all that is just a little bit of a wash through with the tap, with the cold tap, and it'll be ready to go again. Oh yeah, beautiful. Fresh coffee. It's just lovely. You don't need to go to a cafe anymore. And now the only other job to do now, you've got your capsule there, you just go and chuck it in a bin and away you go. Right, my thoughts on the machine, absolutely brilliant, 10 out of 10. I can't really fault it at all. I mean, if anything, I can always do with bigger water capacity, but you know, a litre is good enough. That's going to do you for a good 3, 4, maybe 5 coffees. So it's not like you can always be going to the tap and refilling it or what have you. Very easy to use, very easy to set up. Coffee tastes absolutely amazing. Don't worry if you're not an espresso drinker, you can put your mug on the bottom section there and fill that up to the maximum milk line, put it through as a lungo, and it's still nice and strong coffee. It really tastes beautiful. Obviously depending on what coffee you buy for it, you know, you could buy loads of different varieties. They do online, stacks and stacks of things to choose from. So it's going to depend on what you buy and the quality of the coffee. But I can't fault this machine at all. Absolutely brilliant, 10 out of 10. And also 10 out of 10 to AO, AO.com. They supplied me the machine to do the review with, and as normal, they're absolute legends. Brilliant, thumbs up AO. And I think I'm going to have many years of happy coffee making. So that's my review done and dusted. I hope you liked it, and I'll put the link in the titles below, and it will take you straight to the AO website where you can purchase one of these bad boys if you need to. Right, this is Chris signing off. See you soon for some more videos. Bye.